Well, hello to my lovely viewers, it's PNG. Thank you for tuning to my One Piece Bounty Rush video. And today, this is going to be the part 2 of the top 10 characters on different classes. And today, it will be for the Runners class. And this list, of course, won't be including the Extreme EX characters, such as Oden, Big Mom. So you will find this list will just involve Bounty Festival unit and Step Up units only. All of these characters, as I probably keep saying throughout my tier list, is that these are only my personal opinion, coming from my own observation during the league battles and seeing what character will be the best to use in the league now. Because right now in the current meta, there's so many great units out there, very destructive or near broken. These runners will be the characters that you can focus on to basically get yourself some wins and climb up the league as high as possible. So hopefully that you agree to it. If you don't agree, of course, put a comment down below and share your list and your ranking according to what you feel will be the best to prioritize for the league battles. And if you do like it, then of course put a like on the video and subscribe. And of course, if you'd like to support my channel further, go on to the link on the description. Hopefully that you will find this list very useful. Okay, let's get to the list then. Number 10, Princess and Loyal Partner, Vivi and Coral. I have to say, Coral and Vivi as a dual character in one, it's not a bad one. She can actually do quite a lot of capturing if you play her properly. She has the skills to basically run around, hop over, or more like flying over different platforms to capture treasures quite well, as quick as unexpectedly. This skill also lets go Coral can actually basically make you run, charge attack, keep running, and if you manage to catch someone, you do a knockback. It will be quite helpful. And the good thing as well is she can resist stagger using this move, so she can't be stopped, in other words, unless you do a knockback or some very strong attack. Then you might be able to stop her from using this skill. But it's pretty fun. She can be very I would say annoying to deal with because she's pretty fast. And the good thing about her as well, she does have HP recovery by standing still, and she can also charge up your treasure flag, acts as a defender. So if she start off as a team, if you have no defender, she can start off for you, and she can just basically just charge up the flag as quick as a defender. So I'd say she's a fun runner. That's why I would say she's quite useful right now in the league. Number 9, Kyoshiro family boss napping Kyoshiro. Well, Kyoshiro is a very good runner. If you basically know his traits effectively, he is like a very sneaky one. While your HP is above 50%, you will appear as the enemy's ally on their map. So that will confuse the heck out of the opponent, especially at the clutch situation where you need to sneak behind your opponent to capture treasures. If the map is like it's not a flat land map, then your opponent will find it very challenging to locate Kyoshiro. So for playing Kyoshiro, you just need to understand how to play him properly, and if you do, you can win a lot of games with him. And also his skills are not bad as well. Are You Ready is a very strong attack. You can see that, but it doesn't KO your opponent. It will always leave them with 1 HP. But the most importantly, it will debuff their speed, so they can't catch you when you hit this move, so you can move on to the next flag. And then the You Are Too Clueless, a long range charge attack with a knockback effect. Very effective and a very short cooldown, so it's good to knock your opponent off the treasure and then just grab the treasure. But the problem about using Kyoshiro up against like EX Kaido, you might find it very difficult to take out Kaido. But the rest of the I would say in terms of different maps, you will have some certain advantages. That's why I would say Kyoshiro is not bad. You can actually work on him to help you to win games. He's a very good runner. Number 8, Whole Cake Island, Brook. Well, this is the best version we have for Brook so far, and personally I don't really like this Brook, but to be honest, he's not that bad. It's just a matter of that you need to spend some time playing and practicing his skills and traits to understand how to play him effectively. Skill wise, I like his skill 1 where he just basically do a long range charge attack and it will inflict freeze on your opponent and it lasts for 6 seconds and it's really good and it will help out to basically keep your opponent stay put and you can do whatever you like or you just move on to the next flag. His Soul King though, I would say it's okay, but it doesn't, well, the problem about this is when you activate, of course, the initial activation, you'll just do a one sort of like an area blast where it will just stun your opponent. Then afterwards, it takes a couple of seconds before it can reactivate that effect again because it only lasts for probably a couple of seconds or maybe just under 20 seconds where it will keep follows your Brook and walks around with you. It's similar to Magellan's Venom Demon where it will inflict stun your opponent, and the good thing as well, it can remove your opponent attack buff, so it will be helpful, and then a Brook can recover HP, but it's not very effective. It helps when you're trying to defend the treasure if the enemy can be inflicted with stun. Roger just takes full advantage on this. It doesn't work on him or even Shanks, so that's why right now using Brook in the meta is not a very good idea if you face a lot of Rogers, but it works for other characters. In terms of character traits though, he has that freeze chance when he does normal attack. There's 50% chance to inflict freeze, which is quite good. He does have some HP recovery and capture speed, of course, but playing Brook requires you to play quite a few games to understand him. So he's not bad runner, but it's just a matter of depending how you can play him. So yeah, he's not bad. You can try him out. He is one of the best runners so far. Number 7, Royal Wedding Sanji. Sanji is a very effective runner. You just need to know like the best map for him to utilize his full potential, because Sanji does have the skill 1 Skywalk to fly, hop to a different locations where normally normal characters can reach that quickly. There's certain, of course, a few runners can do that, and Sanji is one of them where he can just jump over and then just get access to the other side of the opponent's map quickly, and then you just do a quick capture, or especially at clutch situations you can just capture it. This skill is not bad, but only problem is aiming at your opponent, trying to kick them in the face is quite hard. So you will find it a bit challenging to use this skill, but normally people will just use this move to just jump over different platforms or different locations to grab the opponent's treasure. His skill 2 is very good. Long range long range, it's kind of like a teleport, and then just long range attack where you can do a knockback effect. Very good to knock your opponent off the treasure so you can capture it. Skill wise, I don't like this skill where you have to capture 2 treasure and get 70% HP recovery. I'd rather just 1 capture, you get 25% HP recovery, far more effective than just relying on grabbing 2. But playing Sanji requires you to do a few practice. He's not bad, but not a lot of people play this Sanji because because he doesn't have a constant HP recovery, but his movement, his attack's not bad, and skill wise, but effectively he is a good runner, so you could give him a try, and he is one of the best runners. Number 6, Land of Wano Orobi, or Wano Robin. Robin's key advantage is that she can capture a treasure extremely quickly. If it's a fully charged one, with her capturing speed, because she can spawn a clone when she capture it, it will be considered as 2 characters in 1 treasure flag, and it can capture a fully charged flag under 5 seconds. So that is very, very good, especially that clutch situation. Her spawn will be her clone will be very useful, because when she spawn it, you can leave it there, it will continue to charge the flag, and if any enemy come close to it, it will just do a skill 1 knockback. So that will be quite helpful to hold the treasure as long as possible. Her skill 2 is not bad, a long range multiple area attack, which is very useful against Akainu. The only problem in the meta when you play Orobi is if you meet up Akainu, you're going to have a problem, because EX Akainu is way too powerful, and he can easily destroy Orobi. So you just have to avoid fighting him. But just do your role as a runner, run around capturing treasure with your super speed, then you will be very helpful. That's why I would say Wano Robin is one of the best runners. Number 5, Surgeon of Death Trafalgar Law. Law a very good runner. I have not seen a lot of him lately because, of course, there's other runners probably can do much better and there's better options. But Law is still really, really good. Very quick on his normal attack and very quick on his feet as well. So he can actually move around very good. The best thing about him, he is very flexible, agile. So you could just pretty much when you're coming into fights in combat, he does really well. Skill wise, his scalpel really quick, where he just do a charge mid-range attack, area attack, and you just basically grabs your opponent's heart and it will just inflict that stolen heart effect on them, and it will just slowly wear them down a little bit by little, but it's only lasts for 6 seconds, and it does lower the defense as well. Then it's counter shock. If you can time this correctly, it's pretty much will at least damage your opponent quite heavily, or sometimes you might even one-shot them with this skill. Trait wise though, he is a step up character after all. He doesn't have that much trait, but he does have a very good capture speed, and also does get some speed boost if you KO your opponent. With your stolen heart effect on them, you can recover HP as well as getting your counter back quite quickly. But the best thing about this Law is that he's still really fast. So in terms of normal attacks, so if anyone trying to fight you one-on-one, you probably outpace them quite easily. So that's why Law, I would say, still can live up to the current meta, even his old unit. Number 4, Savior God Usopp, or I'll call him the Stupid Rat. Well, out of all the hates I have on him, he is actually a very good runner. If you want to win games in the league, then go for this God Usopp, because Usopp has the ability to survive a lot, and the only problem that he has in the league is just Akainu. The rest of the character, you can handle them, especially Roger, Oden, well, the green units. I would say EX Luffy, maybe you can deal with EX Luffy. Kaido, though, you will struggle, because if you fight a Kaido on his treasure and he's fully beefed up his defense, then you're not going to do nothing to that Kaido at all. So I would say just move on if you're going to be using God Usopp. However, he is very annoying. He survives very long, very long, because of his 2 extra life and his massive speed boost when he get knocked down as well. And he does do more damage to green units. So he's very useful against Roger, especially because now Roger will be coming back more heavily used in the league. So God Usopp can make a better appearance. But overall, even I hate this character, but if I use him, I'll just use it to his full ability, his coward style, and it works really well. So yeah, he is definitely still one of the worthy runners to go for. Number 3, Navy HQ Master Chief Petty Officer Kobe. Kobe, a very effective runner. If you basically play him as a runner class properly, he will capture a lot of treasure and can be a very supportive runner as well, because of his skill and his speed, well, especially second skill, mid-range area effect that staggers your opponent, and it will do a mid-range inflict your allies and yourself with temporary invincibility, so you won't get hit, or just basically avoid getting hit for that temporary 3 second. And also you get HP recovery, and you will get a attack debuff on your opponent as well. So it's pretty effective. This is a very good skill. And then of course the skill 1 is a long range charge attack, and it does boost his speed up and it can make him move faster. If you understand how to play Kobe properly, you can win a lot of games with him. I can promise you that, if you understand how to play him properly. That's why I would say he is a step up character after all. He is a very worthy investment if you get him, and then he will help you to win a lot of games. He's definitely, I would say personally, he's one of the top 3 runners for the league right now. Number 2, Roger Pirates first mate Sylvars Rayleigh. Oh, young Rayleigh. This Rayleigh is my favorite runner right now. He is very effective. For an experienced player like me, he will be a very destructive runner. Not only that, he has a very unique ability. When you do your perfect dodge, you teleport towards your opponent, inflict stun effect, and it will stay for 5 seconds, and it will do a knockback effect that delivers 30% of HP damage towards your opponent. It's really effective against Kaido, because Kaido only can basically withstand 10% only, so you still do at least he recovers 3% HP, so you still do about 27% damage to them. So yeah, Kaido will find this Rayleigh very difficult to deal with. Rest of the character as well, he is effective. Even the EX Luffy will find a bit problem challenging this Rayleigh. However, Roger can easily defeat this Rayleigh. It's just depending who you pick on, and if you understand his perfect dodge timing, play him according to his effective skill, then you can dominate a match and win matches very quickly. Skill wise, very good. The first skill is a basically teleports towards your opponent and do a knockback swing, and you'll just send them fly away. The Dark King's Slash, which is a multiple area attack, very good to get rid of Alkainu's immune free hit. That will be one of the effective move, and he does have great stats as well, so that's why I will put him at second place, only because it's designed for the experienced player. For newcomers or inexperienced, is not a great unit to use, but overall I would put him at first if everyone know how to use him. But yeah, he's definitely one of the worthy characters to go for, and if you can practice more with him, then you will find him very fun and very satisfying. Number 1, Baroque Works Officer Agent Miss Golden Week. Well, I wouldn't have to say much about Miss Golden Week. I have seen a lot of her in the league because of her unique ability of her skill 2, Rainbow Colored Dreams. Basically put her in a temporary invincible mode for 8 seconds, and that will help you to attack your opponent and then capture treasure. Her first skill, Colored Traps Calming Green, which will inflict a calm effect on your opponent, and your opponent won't able to attack or use skills. Only they can do is dodge and capture if they can't. But this move is very annoying, and also Miss Golden Week, I would say, I don't know why they put her as a step up unit. She is technically worthy for a Bounty Festival unit if you add a few more traits on it, but her traits as a step up unit is quite broken, so that's why I would say she is it's probably the easiest runner to use. But don't expect her to KO your opponent. She's there to annoy your opponent and just capture treasures, and if you play her effectively, she can deal with Alkainu, Roger. Maybe you can't deal with Kaido, because Kaido won't budge if you fight him in his treasure area. EX Luffy, you probably can handle him as long as you just play her according to what she's great at, which is focusing on her skill 2, become temporary invincible, and then just keep launching your normal attack to lower their defense, attack, and speed. So playing Miss Golden Week is the easiest one to go for. That's why I put her at the first place. She is the most effective runner, non-EX unit runner. So yeah, if you got her, work on her. You won't be disappointed.